saw me a couple of years ago, you will feel pity for me. I was super sad, like always, most of the time, yeah. I was disappointed on my friends. I thought I never gonna find real cool friends, okay? I was thinking about, I thought I always gonna struggle with relationships, yeah. And this was the beginning of my solitude, yeah. And it matched with the betrayal of my friends. And I already learned how to go out every day, how to approach people, how to have fun. I was daily going somewhere. I was living in a huge city where I didn't need to be bored. I didn't need to be lonely. If I felt lonely, I could just approach girls and talk with them. But in my inside of my boring town, I'm like, I can't I can't do any of that, yeah. So I started to learn languages. I started to learn English. So I had no idea how to speak English before, okay? And from zero to this level that I'm talking now, it took me only 6 months. So I started to learn English. I made some friends online. Yeah, I was practicing English with them. It took me a couple of months. Then I tried to find job inside of my town. I didn't success again. I focused on earning money online. I started to use the experience that I had, like, and start to learn new skills. I learned web design by myself. I watched like a couple of videos how to use Figma to start to design, and I started to do that. Portfolio, I started to look for a job, but competition was super high. Yeah, like again, things didn't work out. But I didn't give up. I always tried new things. I always kept myself busy. I learned another languages too. I was practicing English with the people. Like I tried to find friends abroad, and it's like literally what I like about this online stuff. I realized who am I, because if it wasn't solitude, I would never fully understand me. I never fully understand my personality. I would never fully understand that what I wanted from this life. It was very fair, it was very true, and it was like very, very cool dream that I should pursue, regardless anything that life gonna show in front of me. I recognize myself just in this solitude journey, yeah? And now I don't need anyone to be part of my life. I'm not keeping myself distracted to not just feel lonely with the people who don't appreciate my time, with the people who always wanted something from me because they were there, and they were there because they wanted something from me. Like, I don't need to dive into toxic relationships, just don't to not be alone, like what most of people doing now. I don't need validation from society anymore. No one gonna tell me how to live. No one gonna tell me what to do. No one can judge me anymore. Because like if I listen to society, I should be married already when I was just 18, 19, 20 years old, 21. Like people say, you have car, you have house, get married. Like, what the hell, bro? I don't need anyone advice anymore. I fully enjoy my own company. I can travel all alone. I lived abroad alone when I didn't have anyone out there, or I didn't know the language out there. Like I was absolutely alone out there, like, and it was very fun and cool experience. Like, and I didn't feel lonely at all because already all those years of solitude inside of my hometown, where I should have already like bunch of friends, bunch of cool lives, like having a cool lifestyle, having a life that I always wanted, but who didn't watch my previous videos, I was born and raised in a small boring town from where I try to get the hell out of. But maybe in future. But in future, I tried so many lost attempts, but in future I will finally get the hell out of here. So my main advice to you, what I learned on those 5 years of solitude: don't listen to sad music. Don't try to chase people who don't value your time, who don't appreciate you, who don't like your personality, who don't match with your vibe. So never take advice from anyone who don't live the lifestyle that you wanted to. Try to find friends not only based on your interest level, also the lifestyle they live in. If they live in retarded lifestyle, okay, like a bunch of bad habits, you don't need friends like that. If they gossip about another people always, you don't need friends like that, because the time you're gonna leave the table, they gonna gossip behind your back, yeah. Don't chase relationships, because when you're lonely, okay, you're gonna attract so many wrong people into your life, because you're gonna try to fill the void of loneliness. You're gonna basically ignore all the red flags. You're gonna text the people you would never ever text when you live the lifestyle you always wanted to. Yeah, I made that mistake a couple of years ago, and I made it recently too. But recently, I was texting girls. I was texting girls. I was DMing so many girls, like just ugly, not ugly. I don't care. Just try to fill that void of loneliness, okay? And they acted with so much ego. Like I'm like, bro, like what the hell you are doing? Like they are not even your type. They are. They don't match with your lifestyle. Like they are. They don't have good personality. Like why you are doing that? So instead, try to keep yourself distracted, focusing on your goals, focusing on your lifestyle, focusing on what you wanted from this life, learning languages, building the skills for your future. And only then, when you do that, finally, you're gonna build the life you always wanted to build. You're gonna surround yourself with the people you wanted to surround. You're gonna see how your life gonna improve. You're gonna see how you're gonna get everything from this life instead of chasing people, instead of trying to socialize, instead of trying to be nice, be friendly with everyone, trying to make friends, trying to make relationships work out. It's not gonna work. You're gonna be more lonely. You're gonna be more disappointed in the people. And in this time, it will be 10 times 10 times way harder to get the hell out of feeling of loneliness than if you did what I told you. For anyone who feel lonely, who feel sad, who don't have friends now, I wrote step-by-step guide. I'm gonna leave that in the bio. I'm sharing my 5 years of solitude, what I learned, mistakes that I make, so you know you are not gonna make them, yeah. How to get rid of the feeling of loneliness and boredom is super cheap for now. I'm gonna leave it in the description. Thanks everyone for watching.